It is very important, and I will continue to do this. And I haven't been really on top of totally sharing these, but I'm going to at least put a huge thank you. Thank you, readers. Thank you for the new reviews coming in on my pre-order Goodreads reviews on this bad boy. Thank you for all the new reviews of the ARC readers and those picking up the freebies and promotions I've been running of The Princess Priest and checking out the Trayvon Family Saga. Thank you to those who have voracious readers and others who have picked up part of my giveaways for the Cedric the Demonic Knight. All your reviews have been very awesome. I appreciate how many of you, especially with the Cedric the Demonic Knight, how many of you recognize the mythology, the history. I really appreciate the compliment on how well the battles and the monsters felt, because Cedric's my debut novel. That's where I cut my teeth and first decided to self-publish. And I remember testing how to publish on KDP, and it had a filler, really bad cover. And somehow one of my family members picked up on it and grabbed it immediately. So there's one or two of you who have a copy of the ebook with a really faux pas fill-in cover. And prior to it getting at least a actual professional edit, I put my poor alpha and beta readers and proofreaders, the volunteer hours you guys have given me has been absolutely a godsend at the beginning of my career as an indie author, as a hybrid self-published author, and it means a lot. It has been absolutely a blast getting back in the routine of going to conferences again and conventions this year. And hopefully in 26 and 27, next 2 years, you're going to start seeing me more back at the book conferences. And let me know if there's a book conference that you guys think I would be awesome and stellar at, that would appreciate someone as goofy and crazy as I am, or I love being on panels. I volunteer for tribute. And it has felt good to mingle and talk with you guys again. But these book reviews that have come in this year, I really appreciate. I'm getting misty-eyed, but it tells me that you see my story. And yes, even that 3-star review that says not recommended because Cedric is a jerk. He is a jerk. It is not recommended. Don't want a jerk as a main character. You're not going to like the book. And it's okay not to like my books. I am not here to write a book that everyone's going to fall in love with, but I'm here to write books that might be refreshing or something different. Myth lovers, mythology, and alt history, dark history, and people are going to love the Cedric series. They're going to see stuff that others don't see when they read it, and don't realize that they're reading such a heavy load of those things. If you're looking for a low fantasy LGBT male romance with no political, no one blinks an eye about the relationship, then you're going to enjoy the Trayvon Family Saga, right? And the same thing with the Carnal Throne series. If you want a fantasy romance that is erotic from prologue to end, oh God, that ending and 4-chapter scene. Oh. And it's my face turning red just thinking about it, because usually it does. But if you're looking for an erotic setting and theme, that one takes the cake. But at the core of everything I write, it is dark fantasy romance. And of course, Honeycombings have played with a lot of rom-coms, so you will see under Valerie Willis, I accidentally reanimated the Billionaire's Hellhound. I'm finally mixing all the skills I've gained over the years. So I'm very excited, and I can't wait until I finally finish that and get all the loose ends tied. I will be seeking alpha readers, beta readers, and ARC readers for this one, because it is the first of its kind. And I'm really nervous about it for some ungodly reason. But despite that all, how do I support you? Even if you're grabbing a free book, Goodreads and all these other sites, Fable, library thing, there's so many of them. Leave me a review. It's not necessarily leaving me a review. Leave readers a review so they understand what kind of books and what kind of story this is. So there's no knee-jerk surprises, but at the same point, it is understood they will get XYZ out of this experience. I really love that. I think 2 or 3 of my reviews on the Assassin Saint were saying thank you to me. Thank you to Four Horsemen Publications. That's the publishing hybrid house that I co-founded that support indie authors, built by indie authors. So I am so glad that readers are just being blown away by it, because like I said in another video, I think that series has some of my strongest writing. Not my poetic. If you want poetic writing, the Cardinal Throne series, surprisingly, among all the sauciness. That is my first time really doing a main female character as for the whole book. And she has a very poetic narrative tone that was kind of fun to play with. And I noticed during my revisions that she had a pattern of when she decided that she was going to break down a situation, that I had to go back and make sure she does it habitually the same way. There's something beautiful and poetic about Valeshka's way of thinking that comes through in the narrative tone. And it seems like a lot of you pick up on these things. It just amazes me. I had another reviewer totally go ham about Cedric the Demonic Knight, about the fact this is an arranged marriage trope between 2 people who are not very different, very almost like enemies or opposing forces for each other. And the fact that they work it out, and because they start using each other for survival, they slowly learn to love each other, and they become an amazing, strong relationship, especially when you start reading as far as into book 3 and 4, and how it evolves as individuals, because the relationship starts to net stronger together. If their central focus, they're no longer distracted by hate and vengeance. Love conquers all. So thank you for all the love and conquering my insecurities as an author by leaving me reviews this year, and know that I've noticed and that I appreciate every review I get. And no, you're not meant for you all to fall in love with it, but your words and your feelings and what you noticed and disliked and liked lets me know, okay, well, I wrote that in the story. I meant that to be that way. I didn't realize it was going to be such a hard, but it's interesting to see you guys react to those things. So thank you for your time, your effort, your support, both obtaining the book and reviewing the book. I can't say thank you enough, and keep it coming. Please share it with others, and especially tag me along the way.